Yeah, hi, this is Harshit from Only Gizmos, and we're looking at the LG G2 from the LG G2 Indian launch. And the phone has a 5.2-inch 1080p display, which is pretty good looking. I mean, the pixels are pretty clear, the color accuracy is bang on, and it's quite vibrant and everything. The buttons, the power button and the volume keys are mounted in the backside along with the 13 megapixel OIS camera. So on the front of this display, on the UI itself, it runs LG's proprietary UI, which sort of looks cartoony, but I guess we can do with it because it's really snappy. As you can see, there's like nary a hint of lag. It's just all pretty snappy, smooth. Everything is pretty smooth. Also, like, there are a few features that LG has included themselves, like this Q slide feature, where basically if you're running an application and you use 3 fingers to slide it across, it sort of gets stored in the memory bank or something. So you can do that with up to 3 applications, like so. And you can just swipe 3 fingers to the right to just bring all 3 of the applications up, and swipe them up or down to close them. Along with that, it features your basic Android 4.2.2, no 4.3. Unfortunately, they haven't, like, we asked them and they haven't even told us when we can expect 4.3 to arrive on this phone. So along with that, there's a 13 megapixel OIS camera, and as you can see, there's a stippled pattern on the back, which sort of gives it a more premium finish than like most other phones, though the back is pretty glossy plastic and it does not feel premium to the touch. It feels sort of slimy, and if you have sweaty hands, it could sort of get really weird to the touch, gross to the touch. Here is the camera application. As you can see, it's got quite a few settings here. It's got cheese shutter, where basically you can say cheese and the phone will automatically click a picture. You can adjust the brightness, focus, everything normal. It can click up to 13 megapixel pictures, but by default it's in 10 megapixels to preserve a 16:9 aspect ratio. You can change the ISO, the white balance, color effects, timer, etc. Shutter sound, volume key capture, everything. As far as modes are concerned, you've got normal, you've got shot and clear, which basically is like you can delete people, photo bombers out of your application, out of your photos, just using this particular mode. There's a dynamic tone mode, which is basically a fancy way to call HDR. Panorama, virtual reality panorama, which is, I guess, is basically LG's version of Google's Photosphere. Burst shot, beauty shot, dual camera, time catch shot. Dual camera is basically it will click a picture from the front facing camera as well as the rear facing camera. Along with that, we've got time catch shot, which is basically a time lapse shot, sports, intelligent auto, and night mode. You can switch to the front facing camera right from this button here, and switch back from this button. You can turn the flash on or off, and then switching over to the video mode, we've got a few options here as well, where you can have live effects right on the video screen itself. Small eyes, big nose, etc. Here. Other options include full HD video, going right down to QCIF, brightness, white balance, color effects, geotagging, volume key recording. So we just tried out the audio zoom feature of the video camera, in which basically when you're recording a video, you can tap on someone's face and it starts to focus in on their voice only. We tried it out, but we weren't able to really notice any difference at all. So your mileage may vary with this feature, and it just feels like a gimmick at this point. So yeah, it feels pretty good in the hand, the G2. Even though it has a 5.2-inch display, it feels really compact. Like sort of similar dimensions to the S4. It weighs around 143 grams and it feels really light in the hand. Here we have an LG Nexus 4 on the other hand, and you can see that the size of the devices, even though there's like a 0.5-inch difference in the displays themselves, it doesn't feel that weird because the Nexus 4 has a lot more bezel. So we have a G2 in white here, but there's also a black version. It will also be retailed. Basically, the price comes down to 41,500 for the 16 GB model and 44,500 for the 32 GB model. And for the price, it seems like a good deal, though you'll have to contend with the fact that it does not have expandable storage, nor a removable battery. So if you need both of those, you would rather go for the Galaxy S4, even though the Galaxy S4 has a somewhat slower processor. If you're a spec hound who wants the best camera, the best sort of processor, the most fastest, the most features in your phone, then the LG G2 seems like a pretty good buy from our preliminary hands-on.